Welcome back to Alpha Logic Garage. In this video, I continue work on the BMW. I'm going to start with repairing the threads in the block. Since this is an aluminum block, when the head blew, it almost certainly would have broken the threads out.
Time-serts are just steel inserts that have a larger thread on the outside and your original thread on the inside. It's the same thing as a helicoil if you're familiar with them, but they're made of a solid steel material. You install them by drilling and tapping the block with oversized threads, and then the time-sert will take the oversized thread and bring it back down to the correct thread for the head bolts. Once I had the time-serts installed, I used the old head bolts to test them to make sure that they are all good by reinstalling the cylinder head and torquing them down. Unfortunately, I had one break on the final 90-degree torque sequence. After digging into why they broke, I realized that when screwed in, the head bolts do not thread all the way through the time-sert. They only will screw in about halfway. I have ordered now what's called a big sert, which is a thicker version of the time-sert, and head studs, which are long enough to thread all the way through the time-serts, which will support it all the way through and even out the pressure against the aluminum threads in the block. Since I have more time to wait while those items ship, I decided to go ahead and use the extra time to deglaze the cylinders, replace the piston rings, rod, and main bearings. So I pulled the motor out and got to work on stripping the motor down the rest of the way. First I removed the oil pan. Then I removed the timing chain and guides and the oil pump. Next up was the windage tray. And then I was able to remove the rod caps and piston. All of the piston bearings look pretty good, but I'm going to replace them anyways. Now I'm just removing the main bearing caps so I can pull the crankshaft out. It's very minimal wear on the crankshaft bearings as well, but they're all going to be replaced with new ones. Once I had the crankshaft removed, I was ready to remove the oil squirters. And finally, I was ready to hone the cylinders. And that's going to do it for this week. Hopefully we get our parts in soon and we can get the video out of rebuilding this thing and getting it driving. See you next time.